Hey everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, Hut, and please like this video and subscribe to the Baseball Hut. I want to give you a clickbait special trade for you. Do the best I can today, and I'm feeling that good today, so we'll see how this goes as I do this video. But as you know, the Mets have lost Jacob deGrom for a few weeks. Who knows when he's going to come back? And they need some pitching. From what I understand, it doesn't seem like the Twins are going to move Jose Barrios. I watched a little clip of, I guess, the GM for the Twins on MLB.com today, on the MLB Network with Mad Dog, and it seems like they don't feel the need to want to trade any of their players that aren't up for free agency next year. So that Barrios, I don't think, is going to get moved. We were kind of hearing that over the last couple of days anyway. Now, that takes him out of the running. Now, I did a live stream the other day, or last night, talking about a whole bunch of pitchers. Let me go run down quickly the names before we get into this trade. Danny Duffy of the Royals, Kyle Gibson the Rangers, Max Scherzer, we tore him out, Tyler Anderson of the Pirates. And that was a big win the Mets had in that last game in Pittsburgh. John Gray of the Rockies. German Marquez, I don't think he's getting moved. John Gray, I think, will get moved because he's on the last year of his contract. Zach Davies of the Cubs, keep an eye on him. Cubs are going to start moving people like crazy. Kyle Hendricks of the Cubs, but he's got another year on his contract. So I don't think he's going to get moved. It would be interesting to see, and I'll get into the end. The Mets are going to need a shortstop. But this is the trade I've thought of. The Mets are going to be playing for 3 games in Cincinnati, the Reds. So here's the trade I'm going to propose to you. Luis Castillo to the New York Mets. For Ronnie Mauricio, who's the Mets' number 2 prospect. Junior Santos, who's the 11th prospect in the Mets system currently, because the MLB has not updated yet. And Carlos Cortez, number 17th. And I keep putting Carlos. He's going to get traded at some point. But he's an interesting pick if you want to bring him to your team. Now, the Reds might be the one team that can probably give up starting pitching. They have 2 very good prospects that are number 1 and number 2. Nick Lodolo, which is their number 1 best prospect according to MLB.com. He's left-handed. And Hunter Green, who's the number 2 pick. And Hunter Green is a big prospect. And he's a guy that does very hard. And he's 22 years old. He's very young too. And he might be a year away. He's currently in AAA pitching. He was recently called up. And he's doing okay. He did very well in AA. Pitched very well in AA. And got called up to AAA. So the Mets could add another piece to this puzzle. They're probably going to have to. I would point out about Luis Castillo. He's got an ERA in the 4s, and he's 3-10. He leads the league in losses and leads the league in starts so far. So he's been pretty durable. He's been pretty good so far in that regard. His numbers aren't great otherwise, in that his walk ratio is high, his hit ratio is high, and it's a big reason probably why he's 3-10 and why he's having a bad year. But he's got another 2 years on his contract. And the Mets are going to have to start looking, as well as starting to bring in some depth into this starting rotation. Marcus Stroman has not pitched well. Taijuan Walker embarrassed himself on Sunday, quite frankly. So the Mets are going to have to be creative. Also keep an eye on Wade Miley, who has pitching in Cincinnati as well. Now I want to get into this thing with the shortstop. Francisco Lindor has that injury to his oblique or lat, whatever you want to call it. It is a injury. It's a grade 2 injury. I looked it up. According to MLB.com, a grade 2 injury of this magnitude, he could be out 3 months. The Mets are going to need a shortstop. I'm going to throw a name out there. He's not a big name. He's not a splashy name. He's a guy you probably could get. He's on a 1-year deal with the Twins, and that is Andrelton Simmons. We all know him from the Braves, from the Angels. He's having an okay year with the bat, but he's there for his defense. The Mets need an everyday player at shortstop. Yormay's not going to cut it. Yormay, you don't want him playing shortstop for any length of time. You know, so that's one of the ideas you can look to. I don't think it's a bad idea, but keep your eye out for it. But like I said, Castillo, I don't think it'll cost nearly as much as it might have, say, 6 months ago. He's had a lousy year, but he's still throwing a lot of innings. I think if you put him in a ballpark that's a little bit bigger, as it is in Citi Field, he'd probably pitch a hell of a lot better. So, let me know what you think about this trade, proposed trade. Let me know what you think about this video. Obviously, the Mets will be playing the Reds this week. I don't think he's pitching against the Mets this week. I haven't looked at the pitching matchups. I don't even know who's pitching for the Mets tomorrow and Wednesday. I know that the Mets will be throwing Jared Eichhoff, of all people. That tells you how hard they've been hit with injuries. Also, Carrasco will be getting a rehab start with Syracuse, so he's probably getting close to being ready to come up. This will probably be his last rehab start, and probably his next start, which will be tomorrow, which will probably be Sunday. So he'll probably be pitching Sunday at Citi Field, I would think. So that's good news. Mets could use his arm and his experience. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut as we get closer to the trade deadline. This is going to be a very active trade deadline. There is no waiver deals. So all these teams are not going to be like, well, we have something on the table. Let's wait till August 30th. No, there's no August 31st trade deadline now. So all these teams are going to be very aggressive, and they're going to be moving players like crazy. I expect the Pirates to be busy. I expect the Rangers to be busy. I expect the Rockies to be busy. Keep your eye on Trevor Story where he goes. Keep your eye on the Cubs. Keep an eye on the Mets, the Nationals, the Phillies. The Dodgers are going to make a move. The Yankees are probably going to make a move. The A's always do something. The Mariners are always trading people. So it's going to be very, very active between now and then. And it's July 30th at 4 p.m. I will be on live stream during the trade deadline. So please come by and watch the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll be very busy here. Thank you, and I'll see you later.